Licken, I'm so glad you came to my kitchen today to sit there and see what we all have cooking. Well, grab a bowl of that fine, swing right onto my kitchen, and let's get cooking. Good looking. Today, I'm taking you on an adventure because I was asked by one of my subscribers if there was a way that they could sit there and preserve the bacon jam for long-term usage in our pantries. And my answer to that subscriber is yes. Follow me and I'm going to show you how I get it done. So you grab all your balls, I'm going to grab my balls, and we're going to sit there and fill them up with Jack Daniels bacon jam. Hey there, good looking. So you want to sit there and learn how to make Jack Daniels bacon jam? Well, let's be jamming. Are you ready to grab your balls and put them to the wall? Well, I know I am. So I have 1.5 pounds of chopped up bacon. I have 2 sweet Vidalia onions. Now I'm going to go ahead and chop them up. We're going to put them in the Fresh Tech Jam and Jelly Maker, and we're going to be jamming. So I'm just going to sit there and grab the chopped up bacon. We're going to sit there and add it to the Fresh Tech Jam and Jelly Maker, and I'm going to quick chop up the onion, and we'll add that. Here are my 2 Vidalia onions all chopped up. Now I'm just going to sit there and add them to the chopped up bacon that I have in my Fresh Tech Jam and Jelly Maker. Okay, I'm going to come down here, push the jam button, and push enter, and we're going to push or put the cover on as well. Now, we're just going to sit there and partially cook the bacon because I had one of my subscribers ask me if there was a way that they could put this up on their canning shelves long term, and I'm going to show you the Rebel canning way that I do mine. But while we're waiting for our bacon to partially cook and render its fat and our onions to get translucent, I'm going to quick run through the rest of the ingredients that we're going to be needing. You're going to be needing 1 teaspoon of dried, dehydrated, minced up garlic. You're going to be needing 1 teaspoon of chili powder. You're going to be needing 1/2 teaspoon of paprika. You're going to be needing 1/2 cup of brown sugar, 1/2 cup of pure maple syrup, 1/2 cup of Jack Daniels. You're going to need 1/4 teaspoon of kosher salt, 1/4 teaspoon of pepper, and you're going to need 1/4 cup of the balsamic vinegar. The Fresh Tech Jam and Jelly Maker just sounded off. Now I'm going to grab myself a ladle. I have a sieve here, and we're just going to remove all the chopped up bacon and the translucent onions that we all cooked up, and we're going to drain all that fat. So I have my ladle, I have my sieve, I'm going in, we're grabbing some of the bacon and onion, and we're going to drain all that grease off. So, okay, we removed all the bacon and the translucent onions. Now we're just gonna sit there and throw in the 1 teaspoon of dried dehydrated minced garlic, 1 teaspoon of chili powder, half of a teaspoon of paprika, 1/4 teaspoon of kosher salt and crushed black pepper. We're gonna sit there and get ourselves 1/4 cup of balsamic vinegar, and then I'm gonna grab half of a cup of packed brown sugar. Here's my half a cup of brown sugar. Let's go ahead, add that. Now we're gonna add half of a cup of maple syrup and half of a cup of Jack Daniels. Let's add that half a cup of maple syrup. Add half of a cup of Jack Daniels. We're gonna allow the jam and jelly maker to cool down the rest of the way, but in the meantime I'm gonna grab a wooden spoon and I'm gonna break up my big clump of brown sugar and kind of evenly distribute it amongst the seasonings on the bottom of the pan. The jam and jelly maker cooled off. Now I'm gonna come down, I'm gonna push the enter button on, and I'm gonna decrease the time to 10 minutes. I'm gonna push enter, and now basically I'm gonna sit there and let the brown sugar dissolve, and we're gonna make a nice reduction in all the seasonings, the Jack Daniels, the maple syrup, and the balsamic vinegar, and that brown sugar. So reduce this to a little above half, and then we're gonna come back right before it's about to turn off, and we're gonna sit there and add the bacon and our chopped up translucent onion. I'm gonna be adding the bacon when the machine beeps at me, and that's for when we're usually making it for the jams and jellies, but we're ignoring the way that you would make a regular jam or a jelly recipe because we're making bacon jam, and that requires a little bit of a different cooking technique. So I'm patiently waiting for the jam and jelly maker to give me them 4 little special beeps, and then we'll be adding the translucent onion and partially cooked, drained off bacon. And it just sounded off. So let's go ahead, add the drained off bacon and our translucent onions. Now let it run its course, and then we're going to put it in our canning jars. Okay, good looking. Grab them balls and put them to the wall. We're gonna be canning up Jack Daniel's bacon jam. I have myself a ladle. Now go ahead, grab some of that good bacon jam. We're gonna be putting it in the jar, and we're gonna be giving it a 1/2 inch headspace. Just a little bit more. Okay, now I'm gonna grab my debubbler and we're gonna go down and debubble. Okay, I have my debubbler and just go down and debubble that jar. Now, I see I need to put a little bit more in, so I'm gonna add just a tad more. Let's go ahead, debubble again. Okay, I'm gonna go grab a canning lid and a canning ring, and I'm also gonna grab some vinegar and paper toweling and dip the paper toweling into the vinegar because I need to wipe up the rim of the canning jar before I put the canning lid and canning ring on. Remove the canning funnel. Now I dipped my paper toweling here into some vinegar, and we're gonna run the top of the paper toweling with that vinegar, and we're gonna sit there and make sure everything is gonna be sealing up just the way we want. If there was any type of food up here, the paper toweling with the vinegar on it helps remove it and make sure or ensures that you get a proper seal. Put your canning lid and your canning ring on, and we're gonna finger tighten. And now off to the pressure canner it goes. To the pressure canner it goes at 10 pounds of pressure for 75 minutes. Okay, I put them in. Now I'm going to fill the pressure canner up with some jars. I just are holding water, and then I'm going to put the lid on, and we're going to vent it for 10 minutes. So I have some jars to be filled up with water and to be placed amongst all of the filled up jars of bacon. I am so dang short, it's hard for me to get this. I hope I'm getting it all, but as you see, I filled up the rest of my canner with the jars that have some water on the inside, and now I'm going to put the vent on, and the vent on. Oh my goodness, it's a long day. I'm going to put my cover on. We're going to allow it to vent for 10 minutes. And then we're going to sit there and put our weight on, and we're going to build up the pressure to 10 pounds of pressure. Fed for 10 minutes. Okay, 10 minutes is up. Now it's time for us to sit there and to put the weight on. Now we're going to build up 10 pounds of pressure. Okay, it's starting to sit there and it came to pressure. Now when your weight is a rocking and everything and you're maintaining the proper pounds that we need to be canning at. It's okay to go over. You never want to go under. But we're going to sit there and maintain this right where it's at. My timer just went off. Now allow your pressure canner to come down off of pressure naturally.
That's how I grab my balls, and I put my balls to the wall, and I put nothing but goodness up on my pantry shelves. Now, if you liked what you saw here today, please be sure to share, like, and if you're a new subscriber, welcome to my channel. And if you're not yet a subscriber, please push that subscribe button, tap that little bell. That way you always be notified every time I do put out a new video. And as always, here's to happy cooking, but better yet, happy eatings. Y'all come back now. You hear?